Hi everyone, here are the week 10 shoutouts. I just wanted to say that everyone's essay who has submitted so far has been really, really strong in your own unique ways, as usual. But I wanted to commend all of you because this is a really challenging time. And thus far, if you guys have needed extensions, you've communicated with me, and the essays that I've gotten so far, there's no reduction in quality because of the crisis that's going on. So I'm really inspired and impressed by that. And I just wanted to thank all of you for persisting despite this really challenging time. So I wanted to give extensive shout outs to a couple of essays and then just mention some others that I thought were really excellent. If yours don't get mentioned today, it doesn't mean that I don't think they're excellent because I just really, thus far, there have been a really great batch of essays. So I'm looking forward to reading a lot more too. So I am going to shout out Manelli's essay and then also Zamora's essay. Both of the essays are really timely topics. So both Manelli and Zamora picked topics that are really related to how technology is working right at this moment. So I'll read some excerpts from their essays first, and then I'll do some general shout outs. So Manelli talked about medical technology, and one of the things that I'm most impressed about is that in her first draft, there was a little bit of a lack of focus. So she was talking about different types of technology. She was talking about it very well, but I asked her to focus more, and then she really focused right onto medical technology to narrow her topic and provided amazing information. So she writes, today I will be talking about medical technology and how it improved for the better, especially now during this crisis of the coronavirus. I am in the medical field now, so I feel like this is the best topic for me to discuss. It's great. She's giving background information about how it relates to her personally. There are 3 benefits to technology: telemedicine, mobile health, and electronic medical records. There we have a simple, clear thesis statement where we learn the main idea, there's benefits to medical technology, and then we learn the 3 examples that are going to support that point. So we know that her first paragraph is going to be about telemedicine. And we have the main idea and then the example in the topic sentence right here. So here's the topic sentence. I always forget that I can highlight right on this. There's our topic sentence. Due to the crisis that we are in right now around the world, telemedicine is the biggest thing that doctors are using to communicate with patients. This form of communication is like being in the doctor's office, except you are verbally speaking with the doctors instead of physically being there. The phone call appointments have their advantages. You're not in the waiting room for hours. Also, on a rainy day, you are home instead of traveling. The best part about it is that you are staying home safe and preventing yourself from getting sick with the coronavirus. So you can see that at the end of that paragraph, she's using the strategy of amping up from maybe like least relevant but still supportive detail to most relevant at the end. Because remember, I don't know if I've mentioned this to you before, but people tend to remember what's at the start of paragraphs and at the end of paragraphs, and what's at the start of an essay and what's at the end of the essay. So Manelli continues on really, really nicely to support her points with nice specific details about medical technology that's helpful. So well done. Then we have Zamora's essay, who's talking, and this essay is talking about, it's talking about, I just like spaced out there. It's talking about the Echo Show, which is also a really important piece of technology. I'm sure that a lot of you right now are using, maybe FaceTime, or you're using Skype, or you're using the Echo Show. You're using Zoom for some of your classes. So I thought that this was very timely and also a really lovely essay. So in today's world, technology can be viewed in a negative light. Cell phones can be a distraction, and many car accidents occur because the driver looks at them while driving. There's a loss in retail jobs because more people buy online. Computerized registers are replacing cashiers. However, not every piece of technology can be viewed in a bad light. Laptops are useful when working moms can get their degree online in her living room. My favorite technology device is the Amazon Echo Show. The Echo Show allows me to connect to others. It's voice activated and informative. So then again, we see a three-part thesis. We know that it's going to be about connecting to others, being voice activated and informative. What also is really nice about this is that this is the technique that I'm going to show you for persuasion in writing a persuasive essay. So Zamora first starts with what some of the negatives are, but then she ends that paragraph with the positives, and it's very clear to the reader that the whole rest of the essay is going to be about those positives. So I'll just go on to read her first paragraph. The Amazon Echo Show has a video display feature which let me connect to others. I can communicate with my mom through video, and the 7-inch screen allows me to see her in real time. Look, so we can see a lot of specific details here. We've got a 7-inch screen, we've got her mom. My daughters and I love to see my mom. When I cannot travel to New Jersey to physically see her, the Echo Show makes it visually possible. It also saves me money on bridge toll and gas. Staying connected to my mom is much easier because of the Echo Show. So we see lots of specific details, and she brings us back in a link to the thesis right at the end of this paragraph. We have the nice link to the thesis. Okay, so two great timely essays about like video technology and medical technology. I appreciated both of those very much. And then just a couple of extra shout outs. I kind of wish I could have shouted out everybody this week because it was a really good week. But I wanted to commend you, Dolly, for her really excellent talking about smartphones and giving really specific details and information about smartphones. A lot of really good information, details, and structure in that essay. Cassie for talking about honesty and tablets and how tablets have really helped her daughter in her life. And then Patrick talked about artificial intelligence, and what I really appreciated about Patrick's essay, not just the structure of the essay, but also the way that his voice, his creative and quirky voice, came through really clearly with the structure, so that the points were coming through really nicely, but also like who he is as a person was coming through. Really enjoyable essay to read. And then Lachey did a great essay about earbuds, and the reason that I like Lachey so much is because the language felt like it could almost be an advertisement for earbuds. After I read it, I was like, oh, maybe I need to get earbuds. I've been resisting getting them in my life, but I was like, oh, these earbuds sound great. I still use just like, tethered to my ear headphones. So all of this is to say, keep up the great work. Use this as a model. Build on what you've already done with analytical essays as we move towards the education system essay, and make sure that when you're revising your technology essay, you revise with an eye toward structure. Make sure that you've got your good thesis statement and that each of your topic sentences relates to that thesis statement. Okay? Great work, and please feel free to email me if you have any questions this week.